I guess it'll have to be done.
All right. We're ready to get started this morning. Everyone's doing good. Welcome back to 1Million. It's so good to see all these familiar faces here. Am I loud enough? Can you guys hear me in the back of the room? I know you can hear me up front. Yeah, you can just hear what I'm saying. All right. So, welcome to 1Million Cups. Welcome to 1Million Cups. So, I'm just remembering that if we have new people here today, we don't have any more of those journals. Okay, so we won't be announcing that today. Thank you. Is this for Denetra?
It's for you too.
For me too? Oh, gosh. Okay, welcome to 1Million Cups, everyone. My name is Melissa. I'm your MC today for 1Million Cups. I'm part of the volunteer organizing committee. I'm going to tell you a little bit about 1Million Cups because that's just what we do each time. And I want to mention that we are on YouTube Live. That's the video up front here. And we're on Zoom. So if you haven't followed our YouTube channel yet, 1Million Cups Metro Detroit, we're trying to get to 50 subscribers. And we only have 28. So there's, YouTube won't let you do the video on your phone, a mobile phone. So any of us organizers can record this for the presenters in the future until we hit 50 subscribers. Even if you never watch YouTube, if you could go there today and go to 1Million Cups Detroit Metro and become one of our subscribers. You can see past events there. I like to put the thumbnail up. It's the group picture. So if you're in a group picture, that's another way to see yourself there. All right. So for the room, how many people have been here before? Right? Thank you for coming back. It's so good to see everyone continuing to come here every Wednesday morning. Bring friends, right? Because we're a friendly bunch and we really are trying to help our presenter, entrepreneur, be a sustainable business. And the way that we do that is we share 1Million Cups of coffee. So every week we meet, not just us though. Ann Arbor is also meeting right now. So there's a new chapter in the Ann Arbor community in Ann Arbor. We have 2 other communities in Michigan. Maybe you didn't know that. One's in Kalamazoo. So if you're ever out in Kalamazoo, they meet once a month. So you can find that date out. And then there's also one in Copper County. Does anyone know where Copper County is? In the UP, yes, in the UP. You know, Christina?
At the very top.
Yes, at the very top. Yeah, they meet once a month up there. That's the UP community.
It takes them a month to get to work with
It takes a month for them to get people together, exactly. So if you're an organizer, a volunteer organizer in the room, can you raise your hand for some recognition, right? Thank you guys for volunteering and organizing. I'm also a volunteer. And we also have 106, currently 106 chapters all around the United States that are meeting on Wednesday morning. They call it caffeination. 1Million Cups. Kauffman Foundation calls it caffeination. All right, so as most of you know in here, if you have been here before, there's a reason we're all getting together, which is to support a startup entrepreneur. This entrepreneur will be presenting today, not pitching, so that's the key component to 1Million Cups, and that's the criteria for presenting yourself. So the way that works for the people that are new in the room, I see a couple of you guys around, we're not going to call you out today, but the way that works is the presenter tells us who they are, what business they have created, like what problem are they solving, what opportunity did they see that gave them the mindset and the momentum to like get out there and start selling their thing, service or product. And then what they bring to us as a room, and this is where all you guys come in, is they bring to us as a new business owner where they are stuck. So they have a couple of questions, 1 or 2 or 3, depends on what they feel like presenting. They get about 5 or 6 minutes to tell us that story, the product, and where they're stuck as a business owner. So they're not pitching for sales, and they're not asking for investment, but they are doing their best to show that, you know, it takes a lot of people to help you keep your business sustainable. And that's what the Kauffman Foundation promotes through the framework that we work with here. Okay, so we have a couple announcements. I keep walking outside of YouTube Live. I'm just telling you that I keep walking outside, so I'll have to change it. So we have a couple announcements. So this is how it'll roll today. Oh, I'm not good with clickers. So have I been clicking through this while I was talking? No. Okay. So we're going to thank our coffee sponsor, which I think she's in the kitchen right now. Our coffee sponsor today is Momentum. Lisa Davis is sponsoring the coffee, so she's going to speak at the end. Thank you, Lisa, for your coffee, and thank you, Darren, for bringing Luminesso coffee back. So Luminesso coffee will be presenting here next Wednesday. That business will be here presenting next Wednesday, so make sure you come back next week. And then a couple more announcements. Darren, do you have a sticky note for me? No. So Oakland Thrive has a couple events coming up, so you can go to their website, Oakland Thrive's website. They have 2 events coming up at the end of this week. And then we have 2 other things to talk about. One is fueling growth through marketing. So Incubizo has been hosting something called Cafe Incubizo. The one we've done it every other week, right? 4 times. This is their last one. It'll be here from 5:30 to 8 next Thursday, November 21st. All about marketing. There'll be a panel of professionals up here. One of the professionals, I just saw Nikki Butter, owner, in the back in the office. So one of the professionals, marketing team, he's here in the back there. Anyway, so we're coming to, I'll be coming. There'll be light dinners, there'll be drinks. You can ask questions about marketing and get experts to help you move marketing forward. So it's going to be a good one. So it's here, 5:30, November 21st. And then another opportunity for any of you that are business owners in the room. So who are business owners here in the room? You can raise your hand. Yes, way to support your business owners. So Ferris Salami, Ferris is here somewhere. I think he might be in an office for the moment. He is hosting a program called the International Strategic Management Program. And it's to help business owners like you guys move beyond just surviving, So they're gonna do a 4-week cohort. And the deadline is Monday to sign up for this. So I have a flyer with a QR code. The meeting for this is going to be the Resilient Entrepreneur, November 19th. You can show up at the 9 a.m. for an hour or the 4 p.m. for an hour. And then Marketing, the Power of 7, November 21st. Goal setting for the year ahead for 2025 planning. And then Capital and Financial Readiness. So you'll have professionals checking out your business to see where you are in that capital readiness movement. So that's going to be November 19th, 21st, December 10th, and 14th. So if you want to join that cohort, it's really high quality support for business owners that are currently in operation. It's going to be an hour of your time, all 4 of those days. I don't think it costs anything. All sessions are free to attend. So that's this flyer with the QR code. Lisa's in the back now, so we want to thank Lisa again for coffee. Lisa, thank you for sponsoring coffee for us today. All right. Thank you. And then as the audience, when our presenter presents today, I'm telling you, Joe, I'm not good with this. When our presenter presents today, we will be offering her, when she brings up her community questions, which I'm pushing her on right. Where am I pointing?
You broke it.
So when you are supporting our presenter, there's a couple of like parameters we're watching for. Like, so don't come up and offer, advice. Like, no one needs like to be told this is how you should do this. However, you can offer experiences. I've had experience in this problem that you're bringing before us, and I'd like to share that with you. Or I know somebody that can probably help you. And so if you know someone, please come up to the microphone and share that with the presenter, because it'll show up for our Zoom room, that comment, and for our YouTube Live, and then that will be something that will help everybody when you offer that kind of support. So no shoulds, no strong advice, but, offering, asking clarifying questions too. So when Denetra presents today, if you have questions, just come up to the mic and ask a question to clarify what she's really asking for, what she really needs, because maybe you're hearing it differently than she's presenting it today. So the presenter will present for about 5 to 8 minutes, tell you her story, and then you guys can come up for 20 minutes to half an hour and give anything that you can to help support this up-and-coming business. Yes, please. So you might have noticed there's some things on the tables. So this is what she's going to be talking about today. So we're not selling product here, but you can ask questions, and if that happens organically, like who are we to say, right? All right. So do you have other drive events you wanted me to announce?
There are two.
Okay. And then we'll get Denetra up here. So first of all, for presenters, we have one more time slot in 2024, which is December 11th, and we have 5 or 6 presenters in our pipeline. So please apply to present, and know you'll be presenting in January or February, right? Anything else? What's the next one? Become an organizer. If you want to help us organize this and volunteer, we're happy to take you on. Once a week for an hour, and meet here for 2 hours. What else? You clicking? Oh, click forward to the next one.
This is not working.
I didn't break it. All right, so I think that's all you're going to hear from me, unless I'm helping Denetra up front here with her questions.
So 2 events I just want to make you know about. Good morning. One is this evening, Princess Castleberry will be talking about the future of AI. That's going to be here at 5 o'clock this evening. If you're curious about AI, if you want to learn more, if you want to learn how AI can impact your business, show up at 5 o'clock here at Incubizo. Princess Castleberry is an amazing speaker. She's a TEDx speaker, and she's one of our B2B partners. So if you're interested, please come this evening from 5 to 7, and there will be light refreshments. Also tomorrow at the Management Center for MSU in Troy, there is the DI2 Defense Conference. So if you are a manufacturer, or if you have products and services that you want to sell to the government, specifically in the defense and aerospace categories, this is an amazing event. It's one of the largest defense procurement fairs in the country. It's $150, but it's worth it. There'll be a reception, and you'll be able to talk to a lot of different vendors, as well as those from the federal government in the defense and aerospace industries. So that is at the Troy Management Center. If you'd like to learn more, go to openthrive.org/events. And that's all I have, and we will give it to our wonderful speaker.
All right, Denetra, thank you for presenting.
I will do the slide for you.
Okay, thank you so much. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Hi. So my name is Denetra Jackson, and I am the owner of a very unique company called Whiff and Nibble novelty gifts. So, Dara, could you assist with my slides?
Absolutely.
Thank you. So my story is, Whiff and Nibble was started from a place of darkness. I was in a horrible divorce, a horrible marriage, and it ended in a horrible divorce. And at the time, I was a different person. I was 280 pounds, had very low self-esteem, and I didn't know who I was. So after I got divorced, thank God for that, I went through healing. So through my healing, I wanted to become a new person, physically, mentally, and spiritually. So instead of going back to bad habits and eating my sorrows away, I decided to smell desserts. And surprisingly, that satisfied my cravings and assisted me with my weight loss journey. So that was the inspiration behind Whiff and Nibble novelty gifts. You can turn from me, Dara. Now at Whiff and Nibble, if you look on your table, we specialize in realistic food-themed candles that look and smell just like your favorite treats. So feel free to open up the candles, touch them, whatever you need to do. So that is who we are. Yes. So, and our company is created to bring joy and nostalgia to anyone who experiences it. That's who we are. So since the start of Whiff and Nibble, in August of 2023, we're about a year and a quarter in. We've made significant milestones. We have been featured on Fox 2 News. We were featured at the NFL Draft. We've been featured in LA Weekly. We are, I have like two of my teachers here. I was chosen for the retail boot camp at Tech Town, Detroit, etc. So we are in our growth and discovery phase, and also we even pitched for big box stores who are interested. Zero, could you? So I have two challenges that I need your help with. My first challenge is, since everything is bootstrapped right now, I'm trying to grow organically online, grow on all social media platforms, but I know that I need to eventually do paid ads, but I have no idea who my people are. So I need to identify my target market for my unique product. My second issue is I need to find maybe a resource or a roadmap to someone who can help us with our big box manufacturing projects that we have. We have a homework assignment for that. Darryl, okay, so here's what I've tried, pretty much everything, but here's what I've tried in regards to marketing. We're doing, like I said, organic marketing on all social media platforms. I've even hired a digital marketing agency named Good Roots Media, so I've been with them maybe about 2 months. We're doing okay, but I haven't seen any progress just yet. And I've also done influencers, paid influencers, and even celebrity influencers that purchased our products and we didn't know, so they helped us as well. Also, because I need consistent income, we're not selling consistently online, but in my in-person events, I do very well. So I've increased my in-person events to pretty much weekly. Also, we have collaborated with local businesses. We are with 5 local businesses in collaborations with our wholesale products. And that's right, we just won a $20,000 Beasley Media radio advertising grant. Yes. That's all right. But we just won that $20,000 Beasley Media grant. And they're going to start our commercials after the presidential election, so very soon. Daryl, you can, thank you. Okay, so my marketing lesson learned, I do very well in in-person events, and our wholesale clients are keeping us going right now. Our online social media, it's crickets there. And our radio advertisements, we don't know yet because it hasn't come into fruition just yet. Daryl? Okay, so in regards to financing, what we've tried, so I have 2 of my teachers here, Lisa Davis. Lisa Davis I just graduated from Lisa's amazing Momentum Accelerator course for capital readiness. So Lisa taught me what I needed to do to become bankable for Whiff and Nibble, and I'm one collection account away. Full disclosure. Also, I have applied for Shark Tank season 17. And currently, I am working with 2 community banks. So last August, I had applied for the Detroit Development Fund. And I wouldn't say it's a denial, they delayed me. So they want me to reapply in January. And also, I am currently with Prosper Us, so their funding meeting, they will take my file to the committee December 6th. So that's what I'm doing currently. The lessons learned regarding financing, once again, Lisa, she taught me how to clean up my credit. And I've applied for the 2 microloans that I've just mentioned to you. So here are your questions that I need help with, guys. What can we do to invest in marketing that converts to sale, whether it be social media ads or whatever answers you have, I have no idea. And number 2, where can we apply for funding to do large manufacturing projects with our business? Now, in regards to that, my credit has taken a hit. I'll be completely transparent. Right now, I may be low, be at 600. Business is less than 2 years old. So those are my underwriting decisions that I am right now. So here's my help sign. Help.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So, Gerald, do you mind going back a couple slides to the marketing slide? So on the marketing slide, one of the things, we'll come back to your thing, but you can go back to the marketing slide. One of the things that, if you can believe this, and this is where I'm hoping people can really help Denetra, because sometimes you're really close to your product and your service. She is not sure about her messaging. Is her messaging right? Because people think it's food, even though it's candles. So if you have any suggestions for her on that part, right? Social channels, the messaging isn't clear, et cetera, then come on up and let's start offering her some support.
Please.
Yes, all right, who's gonna be first? David, come on up, come on up. All right, thank you.
How are you?
I'm wonderful.
So one of the things you'd asked about was how I can convert, to sales, right?
Yes.
Where are you right now in the process of capturing people's data in terms of their email? Are you doing a good job with that?
No, I am not.
Okay,
But my digital marketer, he just started us into collecting email addresses.
okay.
So I was, yes.
So say that out loud, David.
All right, so collecting emails about the different contacts that you're running across. I mean, you've been on TV, you've got some great exposure. You have to be able to capitalize that information to then market to those people because they're obviously part of your target demographic. But there's a thing called retargeting, and are you familiar with that?
I've heard of it.
Okay, so basically, it's people that are already doing searches for things that you sell, they're gonna see an ad in front of them when they do that search. So you have to kind of create that whole process, but it's them at least being put in front of probably the real target market because they're demonstrating based on the keywords that they use, right? And things that they're searching for already online.
Would that be a funnel that would be created for that? Or-
Yeah, like there's Google ads, and again, not to get technical in this format, but just as an overarching idea for the type of business that you're in. I may have other ideas down the road. but-
Understood.
Yep.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you for that.
Anyone else? Go on up and just, start lining up on the left-hand side there, but Mike, offer some suggestions. Thank you, Mike.
All right, hi, how are
I'm
you?
wonderful. Good to see you here.
Good to see you as well. I'm Phoenicia Glenn. I'm actually not in marketing, I don't specialize in that. But however, have you done, I guess, like the basic research to know who you are targeting, like who's your target market?
No.
All right.
Well, kind of, but I'm not very good at it, so no. What
I
is
would say start there because that's where you will get better at your messaging, knowing like where to meet them, what they like to hear, what they like to see, what they like to, I guess, see from you. Also on social media too, like what to post, where to post.
Yes, speak up.
I would say that.
Okay.
I was asking about her target market, and if she was familiar with that already. She said not so sure yet, so I just gave the advice of maybe starting there so that she can start getting into her messaging for her like branding or like, where to meet her target market, how to speak to them, what they want to see, what they like, and then also what social media platforms that they're on, but that was just my advice, was to start there.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Denetra, can you speak to how you have already looked for your target market? What have you done so far?
When I was in retail boot camp, in Fairfield, they taught us who are our people. So I did my homework assignment, but I need to revisit that to go more in depth.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
How you doing, Denetra?
I'm wonderful, ma'am.
And of course, being in the momentum group with you, so I got a chance to see you share and talk about your product. I think from the core, you talked about you lost weight. And I think a lot of people need to lose weight, including myself. I think if you get the data on the statistics and when it comes to sniffing, the cravings, if you get the data behind you, I think that's a good target to go for people who are overweight. Say, hey, there is a way you can lose weight with enough. No calories, no exercise, just sniff the sweets and lose the fat. I'm just being, kind of generic, but that's your story. You sniff desserts and it satisfies your cravings. So get the scientific evidence behind it And I believe that'll be a strong point for you to get your target audience.
You are absolutely right, and you're right. There was a study that was done that was interesting to me from the University of Chicago. So they did a forum with 300 women, the majority was women, and they studied them over 6 months. And anytime they were hungry, they had to smell a pleasant candle scent. And during 6 months of study, those people lost an average of 30 pounds. So I will incorporate that. Thank you.
That's good.
Good morning, everyone. Hi, my name is Melissa McClary Davis, and I run a marketing agency, Whiff and Nibble Marketing. So first off, I thought that was food sitting on the table and smelled it. They're gorgeous. They smell well. I am that target because I am losing weight and I'm smelling desserts, and it does help. So that is definitely one of the targets. But the question I have, and I know Denetra, she hit on it too, is understanding your market. And if you took, if Ferris was your team lead, go back to that and make sure you understand your market. But then also you mentioned that you're looking for manufacturing, right? Or has manufacturing come to you?
Actually, I've already found manufacturing.
Okay.
Need capital for it.
And you use a social media company and you have a digital marketing agency. Helping you?
Well, it's a new relationship, so I haven't seen any progress just yet.
But one of the first things they needed to ask you was, who's your market? So how are they doing work without understanding your market to create your message?
Wow.
Because you need to know who your market is in order to create the message. So if you are running like a lead campaign where they're getting emails from you, how do you know those are your people? So you go back and ask them, who's my market? Because you're running things, you're paying for something.
Yes, I am.
So you need to make sure you have a good idea of that. That's all I'm gonna say.
Thank you, I appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah, Denetra, when I came in here, I was like, man, I can't wait to eat that pie. When I learned it was a candle, I was shocked. So that looks really good. By the way, Michael Filipowski, it's my first time here. I'm starting a claw machine arcade in Novi in Sakura development called Blossom. So Drake.
Oh, you've applied to present?
Yes.
Thank you. Future presenter on the mic right now.
Yeah, Denetra, I'm with the gentleman who said before that, your story fits in so perfectly with the weight loss theme that, I can't imagine you have thought of this already, but a partnership with a large weight loss company, could be probably very beneficial for you, right? And do you have a website?
I do.
Yeah. Okay, and do you have online sales going already?
Yes, but not consistent. So
Okay.
my average online is maybe one online sale per week. But our TikTok shop, we sell between 1 to 3 products, but we don't sell candles there. I also have refrigerator magnets, so that's where I need help connecting the dots.
Okay, yeah, I mean, look, it's pretty obvious, like, you're gonna do well, but like, it's like, how are you gonna do well even faster? Probably depends on, like, the success of your online shop, right? And being able to be scalable, because you can't scale yourself as easily, right? So I would definitely kind of invest, in that area. And you were also kind of asking, like, well, people get confused about this being a food, just like I did. So for that, I think we need to see some of your social media and what those posts look like. I mean, I'm curious, for example, like, are the candles lit when in those posts? Because, something as simple as that might make it obvious to people,
Okay.
right? But yeah, Denetra, thank you, and
Thank you.
wish you all the best.
Thank you
I'm
for that.
very confident you'll do great.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, of course.
So guys, these are all of our social media outlets. If you want to check it out now, you can scan this QR code for like everything. But yeah, that can kind of help you. Yeah. Good morning.
Good morning. My name's Randy. I wanted to ask you, because like you said, and I think most people, we thought it was food, for sure. Is that like an issue when it comes to what if kids eat it? What if people do eat it? Is it hazardous? Do you have the liability insurance over that?
Exactly. So yes, we do have liability insurance, and I do have my attorney as well. I have my what do you call them?
You stay there, teacher, but you talk on the mic.
Okay.
That way you can pass it back and forth.
So we do have liability insurance, and I have my attorney. He just did our disclaimers or whatever it is. And I am to put them on my packaging because we're trying to, change our packaging as well. So, yep, it's just a gradual, I'm a little turtle right now.
And then when it comes to the marketing, because you're like, what avenue should I go to find the people that are gonna buy the product? Well, from what you just said earlier, it seems like, is it the magnets that make more sales, or is it the candles that make more sales?
Exactly. So in person, candles, hands down. I don't even bring magnets in person. But online, just the magnets only. I don't sell any candles, and all of our inventory is on the TikTok shop. So I don't know what this connection is.
Yeah, but it seems if we just look at the numbers though, that it might be the magnets. So if the magnets is the bigger seller, but your heart is with the cool candles, which is the then you should probably focus on why those are the metric of sales, and maybe even put more focus into selling more of them.
And here's the thing with that. So we have 4 different platforms. In person, on 3 of the platforms, candles, hands down. Just that one platform is where we sell magnets only. So should I focus on magnets only on that platform, take candles off, or, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you definitely don't want to take the candles off, because the candles, I feel like, are the end goal. They're so cool, they're creative. But you need to take inventory overall. Your sales on the streets, your sales online, and figure out what product you sell sells the most, and then be accepting of that product, no matter what it is, and then push that product more. Still push what you love. Push the candles, maybe get people like fake heat and whatever, There's good marketing in it. But where the money lies is where you need to focus on the math.
Okay, so back to TikTok, do you think I should just push those magnets in only?
No, I would definitely push the candles, because you want to put the candles in their face. So I do like 3 magnets and then look at my candle.
Gotcha. Okay, thanks. Appreciate you. Hi.
How you doing?
Good morning.
So it was great. I absolutely thought it was food, like everyone else, until we thought it was candles, and you let us know it was candles, and I'm only imagining what they smell like. But as a starting point, understanding maybe where you're at as far as your inventory, like a lot of people were mentioning, as far as actually keeping maybe an Excel document of those actual customers, and how can you get them to come back and reoccurring. Creating that reoccurring revenue, partnering with maybe even just a small business, maybe a candle shop instead of like a restaurant. You don't want to compare yourself to a restaurant where people are eating it, so you're maybe more so in the candle shop, or even in those maybe you're outside one of those weight shops and you're displaying, someone that's kind of trying to lose weight, so you're almost trying to partner with someone to create that constant revenue, so it's not that one-time sale, or that person is only coming back one time. You're almost publicizing yourself to create that recurring revenue. So kind of any recommendation on that? So have you had anything or maybe an Excel document to keep track of who's buying, maybe what age group or anything along those lines? And it's probably a lot easier if you started just keeping track of who's currently buying now. Who's already buying, not trying to figure out who's buying, but who's already currently buying, because you're already at a platform high enough to see who's buying, and you're trying to elevate. And it's going to be hard also if you have any support as far as maybe someone that can kind of keep track of that, because you trying to do everything yourself, it'll be a lot harder. So do you have anyone maybe actually maybe you're doing the implementation of the marketing, but they're keeping track in the background as far as who's actually doing it, and anything along those lines for yourself?
So to that question, no, everything is done by myself.
Yeah.
But I like what you said. So in regards to the data that I need to find out from my clients,
Yes.
what data should I add? Zip code, what should I do?
Maybe the reasoning, maybe the form, maybe a simple form. It maybe kind of varies depending on who. Once you figure out who it is that's actually buying it, if they're doing it for more of a weight loss person, they're more excited to give their reason. If they're buying it for just because they've seen it on a TikTok, something, they're not going to want to fill out the form, take that extra step or that extra thing, because that's almost a roadblocker. So it's almost figuring out where you're actually publishing it, because you don't want to do it the same way on every single platform, Because if someone's losing that weight, they might feel more intrigued that you're willing to even sit down and understand where they're at, and then giving them that product versus someone, like I said, on TikTok that just wants to buy it because it looks cool really quick, and then that may be not a reoccurring thing. TikTok may not be a reoccurring thing for you, but you must at least sit down and see where you're at with that.
Thank you.
Thank
That was
you.
great. You've been here before, I remember. Good morning.
Good morning, Denetra. Good morning, everybody. Gracie Xavier. I run a small batch manufacturing in Hamtramck, and I wanted to come.
Oh.
Yes. I love your product, and I'm going to play a little bit of a devil's advocate a little bit, because it says Whiff and Nibble, and we all think it's something you can eat. So I think the nibble part is causing some mixed messaging. So maybe you thinking, I know once you already create everything, it's hard to consider a name change, but maybe the nibble becomes part of your tagline, like sniff the nibble, right? Or whiff the
Tell
nibble.
her your thought.
In regards to that, but tell me what you were thinking, but that gives me some mixed messages.
Awesome, you're awesome. So we have received that same feedback since we've been open, and we are considering a minor change. So instead of and, it will be not. So with, not, nibble, novelty.
Where do you guys think that?
I like that.
I like that.
First of all, I want to congratulate you because as a 1 year, 18-month business, you're doing amazing.
Thank
So don't think you're not doing some good things because you are. This is a kind of a weird suggestion, but of course I thought about this. What about real estate people?
Yes, we have booked realtors, they purchase the same home.
Yeah, there you go. That is a great one. So don't, make sure you continue to get out and talk to real estate people, drop by real estate offices. That is a good one. Because when you stage a home, you want it to smell nice, they tell you to do pumpkin spice or do something on the stove. This is perfect.
I love it. Thank you.
And also, just remember, you're a salesperson. You're selling your company, you're selling an idea. Make sure you have a process where you're touching people every day in some fashion. Whether it's direct, knocking on doors of businesses, whether it's phone calls, whether it's social media. Work with your digital marketing person to create a sales calendar of things that you're gonna do on a consistent basis. And again, for where you are, you're doing great.
Yeah.
You're gonna get the funding you need for your business, I can see that, because you're committed to the business.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey, Angie.
Aw, it's Andy, guys. All right.
Hi, Brett. I'm called Evan. I'm the one of the owners of Navy Co. We make a product called Navy Butter. So somebody that's heard about it. So I was going to tell you this in person, but Melissa
And share with the rest of us. This would be good advice, people.
definitely, she put a boot in me. She's like, you have to go up and just tell everybody else the rest of it who hears it. So as you know, probably, we have a very successful Amazon brand on Amazon, right? So my advice, because I know exactly who my customer is, because of the amount of information that Amazon has on people, your buying habits, your specific age, your income, if you went to college, where you live, right? So like, I mean, basically your disposable income. They have so much information and so much metadata. So that right there, you can know exactly who your customer is based on buying habits on Amazon. So then also, being that your product costs a lot of money, there is a specific demographic of people on Amazon that people don't give credit to, because the type of person that buys Navy butter makes over $250,000 a year and has at least a graduate level education. That is the majority of people that buy our product. I would have no idea that person existed, and it goes granular. So that's my advice.
Would you mind telling the room who you thought your person was, your avatar was for Navy Butter maybe a couple of years ago? Because I can see it from your marketing, you know?
Yes, I thought that person was me.
Which is always an issue with startups, right?
Absolutely, right? So I was using words in our packaging, such as mouthgasm. And because I thought that was hilarious, I thought that was funny, I thought that was good marketing. Turns out that
You can only market in certain places.
exactly, you can only market in certain places, and those types of things turn off specific segments of people. And just because I'm my market doesn't mean that that's what's going to be best for my brand.
That's right. And then can you share one more piece of advice
Absolutely.
regarding how you are taking all of the social and any other advertising you're doing and funneling it back to where? To your,
Back to the,
I think that that's something Denetra could use.
yeah, I mean, back to the website, right? So everything funnels back. I mean, your entire sales funnel, my entire sales funnel funnels back to e-commerce, specifically to the website, with subscription programs, with better deals, more of a human touch, right? So we make that human touch point, handwritten notes, things actually communicating with the customer. So, and not to mention the margins are a lot better than selling through large box stores, manufacturing. I'm telling you, like, wholesale is not the way to go. So anytime that you guys ask anybody that has a consumer, a CPG, a consumer product, you do not ask them how many stores they're in, please. That I absolutely cannot stand. So I'm an Eastern market people every single week. And the one thing that I cannot stand is so are you in any stores? Stop asking that question. It's
So tell why.
because the margins, because big stores don't want to help out small businesses, plain and simple. They say they do, they don't. They don't. I don't care what size they're, even Meijer, right, that is a local company based in Grand Rapids, they say they want to help out small businesses, they don't.
And
They want to
don't
squeeze.
like, they get a squeeze.
They want to squeeze, right? So as a manufacturer of a product, we make very, very, very little. Our margins are very small. If you can get above 25% in any consumer packaged good, you're doing well.
And then how are the margins at Amazon? Seems like a big percentage.
Amazon takes a large cut as well, right? So at the end of the day, we're only making 30%. So it's like dealing with a retailer, but it's a retailer with credibility all over the United States.
And information. And information.
And the information that we get, right? So the granular information that we get from Amazon is incredible. I mean, I know exactly what the person, almost like what they look like. I mean, and that's because we have an Amazon consultancy company that has specific types of software programs to be able to mine that data for us. We pay for it, but it's worth the investment.
Okay, what's in your hand?
Oh, that's just a flyer.
This is the flyer, Fueling Growth and Marketing. That is next Thursday that's the 21st, from 5:30 to 8 o'clock. So one of the, yes, absolutely here. So one of the featured speakers is my business partner, Stephanie. She's gonna be a panelist. So I highly recommend coming to check that out.
You can ask more questions and come next Thursday and Stephanie will help you out. Thank you, Adam.
Absolutely.
Thank you. I hope that was helpful for you guys. I really did twist it back.
Yes, listen, that's the only time.
Thank you, Evan. Thank you. That was really good.
Blessings and prosperity to you. Congratulations on your business. One question, and I got a couple other points to give you. Are you tracking your competitors in any way?
I am, yes, so I am. So like Spencer's and other like novelty gift stores. But what makes me different is everything that we do is food themed. So I'm kind of making my path in the snow.
Okay, and I know you said that you're very successful in person. Are you managing those sales, and are you getting like testimonials from those sales as well?
Okay, so short answer, no, only because I primarily do everything by myself, and I'm so busy selling that I forget until after the event.
Yeah, you might want to start getting those testimonials, because those will be your sales reps. So then you can get videos, and then that'll help you with your online marketing. Because like for a lot of people in here, they didn't know if it was a food or a candidate. But if you have the sales already doing videos for that, they already selling that product for you. And then it's free. You don't have to go get an influencer. You have somebody in real time giving testimony. You might want to get this book. I mentioned this before, Who Not How. So it helps you build your team in the ways and areas that you're not good at to make your business more successful. And then I agree with Evan about like big box retailers. So I am a manufacturer as well. We manufacture our own in-house products, clothing and apparel. So, but to that point, you get a higher margin as you as a manufacturer straight to the customer. So you might want to exercise that, and then that could be somewhere in your packaging as well. Because a lot of people are looking for made in America, made in Detroit. So those are just a couple of key points that probably help your product move.
Very good. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Thanks, Milton.
Good morning, Denetra. I want to congratulate you on your business. Gary Winston, the tag guy, bookkeeper guy. And I'm thinking you in a very, very lucrative area. Went to a bookkeeping conference, and they had a lady from New Orleans, from her garage. She grossed over 1.2 million in candle sales. So you're in a good market, and I'm just gonna piggyback on what this young man was talking about, and what Daryl was talking about. One is the real estate market. Everybody likes to smell good stuff. And I'm thinking if you hit those open houses and then actually tell them they like the scent, that you give them one. And then, help them market through that way. And then the other thing is about knowing the customers, just piggybacking on some of what people said, is the Google reviews. That's where they describe why they like your product. So that's going back with the young man just left with the testimonial, so that they why I bought the product. That's very, very important. So good luck. I think you won't have any problem.
Oh, thank you so much.
I think we have time for one or two more, so come on. Thanks.
Good to see you.
Hi, everybody, Jasmine Pack with the Southfield Chamber. I just wanted to say, we have a lot of people when you came to visit us that love the smell, and they thought it was so cute, and they wanted to highlight and tell other people. My recommendation to you would be to create a scratch and sniff, and maybe make it the actual picture of what the image looks like, and something that could be scratchable so that people can actually smell what it looks like. I think you have enough people that love your products that if you actually pass something like that to your customers, they would help share it with other people. And that could be something that can help you outside of social media, because you're not able to really smell the product and actually kind of get a feel, and that can help you with giving a feel of what it smells like.
Yeah, that's good.
I appreciate it.
So I've heard the overwhelming theme of, everybody thought it was food and stuff like that. So just my thought is like even your logo, it doesn't show that it's a candle in any way, shape or form. So even on the packaging, it just looks like food, period. So my thought was just possibly have it look, or like, even on your, so on the packaging, maybe have like candles on it or something like that. Maybe like as your logo, like little candles already lit or something like that. So everybody knows that it's a candle. Somehow get that across with fire somehow. And then also on your online, it might be awesome pages that always have, when you see it, that it's never unlit, almost. As the first thing is always lit, always lit. So as soon, even videos or all your pictures of the product first should be, the very first picture should be already lit, that the candle's already lit, and then later on maybe show that it's unlit.
That makes sense.
Yeah,
Thank you.
so.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem.
Milton has another question for you. Suggestion.
Yeah, I was thinking about the magnet thing. So like, if you think about like Gucci, for a lot of you ladies that, y'all go on like the high expensive purse, before a lot of men can afford that purse. But you always get the accessories. So for like a brand like yours, you really want to push the accessories because that's your fast money. That's your fast money, on-time money. And then you push your big product, but you don't make, that large volume of it. So you're making it more value. And with that, push the value of your product. Sometimes at startups, we always pushing a service, we always pushing our products, and we don't push the value. So you spoke about the value of how it helps you push that value, and then make sure the customers that you have, let them speak on that value. So that just goes back to the testimony. But like I think one gentleman said, that the accessories, because that's your quick money, and that's what's gonna feed your product.
Thank you.
When I look at your product, I smell 80% margins or high margins. So, when I heard you say like at, your in-person events, it's just you. I agree with the gentleman, like your testimony is really powerful. I think you should hire some people to like assist with the sales. I mean, I think you should leverage other people's talents as much as possible in your business, because every sale is so profitable. I think that you're going to be able to afford that, and maybe financing is kind of a roadblock to that. But we'll be happy to talk to you and some investors that I think would love this idea. So.
Say your thank yous, whatever.
Guys, okay, so I'm a crybaby, but I'm trying to keep it together, so thank you.
Thank you. That was a really great presentation. So her information will stay up here on the screen, and we are going to, just two notes. One, we announced a bunch of events that are upcoming. Please talk to Daryl or myself if you want more information. And then two, we do a group photo at the end here, so if you guys can stick around and be in that, we're gonna do something different this week. We're gonna all get together on the rug in the middle there, and Carmen has been taking photos. We'll be taking a picture from up above down to our group here. So thank you, Denetra, for presenting. We have a free gift for you for presenting, so I'll bring that over to you in a minute. And then I'd like to turn the microphone over to our coffee sponsor, Lisa Davis, who has a few words to say. And then just tell people to get together for the picture.
Good morning. Good morning. We keep it there. Good morning. I would like everybody that was in the Momentum cohort to come up. My name is Lisa Davis. I am the sponsor of the coffee this morning, but I want to talk to you about Momentum cohort a week ago. I also want to mention that my daughter was the chef, so if you enjoyed the food was by and the coffee was by a friend, Jerry. And so it was a great coffee sponsor time, but I want to talk about my accelerator, which is a business accelerator for small businesses. This is the cohort that just graduated. They just graduated, and my small business accelerator is called Momentum, and we had two graduates that won $1,500. Get funded. And so my accelerator makes you capital ready. It helps you to work through all the challenges of being a small business owner, and help you to get funding, help you to get bankable and get ready for funding. So we have at least 4 businesses that will be moving on forward from funding, and I want to pass on the grant check now, so I don't position. Okay, so the first winner was Evan. I did want to mention that because it's also a 4-week or a 6-week cohort. I would love people to sign up. There's flyers on the table. We do have a wait list, but the next cohort is going to be 2025. And so you can sign up now. Applications are open. You might win grant money, but you're going to get a depth of information. I'm a former banker and a former lender, and I get you funded. So thank you. I did. So my daughter is a chef. So she graduated in 2017 from upstate New York, CIA. And she's been a chef now for about 7 years. And her name of her company is Fabulous Cuisine. And we're getting her kicked off as well. So if you need catering, if you need holiday, if you need meal prep, any of those things, You can go scan the QR code for Fabulous Cuisine. That was my daughter that prepared the delicious meal. We're kicking her business off too. And if you're a business, a small business owner, the criteria is not that strong because we are trying to see if it works with startups as well as businesses that have been around for 5, 7, 10, 20 years.
All right.
So yeah, sign up for the cohort. It's going to launch either February or March 2025.
All right.
Also, today is Lucy's birthday.
Oh, yeah.